You want me to do the
Okay.
C Missy Mo, or do you want me to do the Missy Mo
Do
motivation?
Missima motivation.
Okay.
Um, wow, I've been staring at my phone waiting for you to stream. Well, here we are. Here we are. Today we're gonna start off by talking about that new Fortnite concert ish thingy that launched. With me, I have Tonic. So Tonic, say
Ooh,
hi.
yeah. Hello.
Let's start off with. Let's just jump right in because I don't want to waste any time. I want to get to Kingdom Hearts. Let's start with the Fortnite concert. What are your thoughts on that, Tonic?
So the Fortnite concert was amazing, actually. I got to experience it with my girlfriend and my little brother and her little sister. It was very fun. It was probably the most interesting thing I've seen Fortnite do. Most of their events is,
Mm-hmm.
it's battle royale. It's something with killing each other pretty much.
Right.
Event was specifically for that concert. So what it was is it was just a virtual concert. No Marshmello, he's a DJ,
Right.
and
And you're a big fan.
huge fan. As you know, I like to cosplay Marshmello, so yeah. So it was amazing. It was like watching his show, but in the game. Epic. It was epic.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best thing I ever saw, and they
The
made
best
it
thing
so
you've
that
ever saw?
nobody. Yeah, for now, for now, for now.
Okay.
How do you call it? So they made it so that nobody could kill each other.
Right.
So everyone's just sitting there gathered up watching Marshmallow's concert, and it's like being at one of his actual concerts. So it's cool.
Oh, is it? Is that how that's like?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in now because I can't hold my tongue anymore. Um,
Go for
I absolutely freaking hate this. So real quick, for those of you who haven't seen this, I'm gonna go ahead and pop it on the screen real quick. I'm just gonna do 30 seconds or so, so that you're explaining it, but it's easier if they just see it. So
it. Yeah, yeah.
this is essentially it.
Yep. There you go.
This is it, man. This is
We're gathered.
you're essentially
Everyone
just
gathered
clicking a
up.
bunch of dance moves and listening to marshmallow music.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's literally the whole thing. So you're going to be watching this for about 14 minutes, and it's just going to be a bunch of those dance moves. And
Stop it!
I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm gonna pop back over. So here's my issue with this. Jesus Christ. This is what gaming has become. This is what life has become. Instead of
Oh,
actually
yeah.
experiencing something, we go through an avatar. Like I was watching some of the people stream where they have their the video of them, right?
Uh
So
huh.
you can actually see the reactions, and they're just got this blank look on their face. Just watching. That's not experiencing a concert. Like if I wanted to listen to Marshmello music, I would download his music or go to YouTube.
Right.
What
Which
what
the
is the
funny
difference
thing.
between me taking over an avatar and listening to
Uh,
the music while playing an avatar or just listening to the music? It's not a concert. That's not what a concert is. And
now, let
listen,
me tell you. You know what pissed me off though? There was a lot of people there for this thing,
Stop it!
and I did watch a couple other streams of other people that watched it.
yeah.
Knew who he was. They were just there because it was an event in the game. The official reason of I know who Marshmello is, and I was full on ready to hear his music in the game because it was a virtual concert. So I was like, this is dope. Watching a Marshmello concert
But
in a
you were just
game.
list the thing is you were just listening to it though. It's
Oh no,
again,
I I wasn't listening. I was listening and I was singing.
but I can do what explain to me. So you from your perspective it was great. So explain to me the difference between me downloading it on iTunes and or watching it on YouTube and listening to it in my chair, which is what
Mhm.
you're doing while streaming, and
Yeah.
like taking over an avatar. Tell me how that experience is different
Well,
for you.
picture this. Have you ever been to a rave in your life?
I don't like raves. I have been to concerts though.
Okay, well, you've been to a concert.
Right.
So imagine someone that you really love seeing concert live, them bringing them into this game, and you're watching them like if you were actually at a concert.
Right.
You get me? pretty much how I felt.
But you're not. That's like saying.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're not. That's true. That's true.
That's like me saying I'm watching the basketball game on TV, and so therefore I'm at the basketball game watching the game. Like, no, you're not. You're literally like, if I'm looking at physics, your cellular structure that makes up you as a human is not.
Well, yeah.
It's physically there. You're in a chair.
Yeah, you're not physically there. But to me, it felt awesome. You know, it was good. It was an awesome experience for me.
Well, I can't take that away from you, and that's totally fine. For me, when I saw it, I said no. I said no. We can't. This can't become what this cannot become what experiencing life is, where you take over an avatar and you go to a thing that you're supposed to actually go to. Like, what's next? NBA 2K, where you take over like an avatar and sit in a chair and watch the basketball game?
You might. Like, you never know. Virtual reality is like a big thing now.
Well, hold on now. There's a big difference between virtual reality and you sitting in a chair streaming, looking at your screen, just no different than looking at a YouTube video of Marshmallow. Right. But now you have a imaginary person who's doing imaginary dances.
Right, but a lot of people, I know that when I watched some of the streams, a lot of people were like, imagine if this was virtual reality.
But it's not.
But like, it's not. Right.
It's not. If it was, then I'd be like, all right.
That pretty much, because you're watching this from this. Like, if you were like a huge fanatic of this, like, you would understand. Like, if you catch my drift.
Okay. But I'm a huge fanatic of, I don't know, football. I love football. Like, if you said, hey, you know, we'll give you an avatar to sit in like the Dallas Cowboys stadium, but you're actually watching the game from your chair, just as if I was watching the game on my TV, I wouldn't do it. Because it's the same exact thing as me turning on the TV and watching it. Except now I have another thing I have to be occupied with, which is my avatar. Yeah. Now, King says not everyone can afford to go to the concert, so this was their chance to go to a concert while playing their favorite game. First of all, this wasn't their chance to go to the concert because it's not a concert. Like, what part of that don't you understand? Like, it's your chance to play your favorite game. I get that. While enjoying music you love, I get that. But you did not attend a concert.
No,
you
but
listened to music from your chair, which is no different than listening to music on YouTube from your chair.
You think about it, this game pretty much made some history with this, though, because they legit to this one game just to show a concert in their video game for the world, pretty much. Because everyone around the world plays Fortnite. So for people that are true fanatics of this guy, right? Like, these are probably people that have never been to a show, right? Actually love Marshmallow, and they just watched it in a video game. It's cool. You were moving around. You don't have
I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. I'm saying it's not a concert. I'm not saying it can't be entertaining, but it is not a concert. Now Clutch says it was deemed a virtual concert. It was a virtual concert. So let me ask you, King, who defines what something is? Do I have the power to do that? Does President Trump have the power to do that? Does the Prime Minister of England have the power to do that? How can you deem something? If I don't agree with it, it's not deemed anything. I can call this microphone a couch. Doesn't make it a couch, okay? Like, I can deem this microphone to be whatever I want it to be. It doesn't make it that way. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy it, because you can. Okay, I want to be very clear. I'm not hating on the fact that you enjoyed it. I hate the fact that we're saying this is the same as experiencing something in real life. That's what you're saying. It's a concert. No, it's not. Like, if anything, if you called it, hold on, one more thing. If you called it a music video, I would be more okay with it. But it is not a concert. You did not attend a concert.
Well, that's the thing. The music videos were in the background of him playing while he was on stage doing his DJ.
Then you watched a music video with an avatar.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Just words matter, man. Like this is a microphone. This is not a couch. You know? I'm not going to call it a couch. Like, anyway.
It was a huge concert. It was epic. I loved it. For the people that love Marshmallow, they would understand and they would love it too. You hate Fortnite. I know that much.
I do hate Fortnite, but I love Marshmallow.
So that's the thing. Like, if you were actually into the game, You probably would have
But
been
see,
someone attending
here's
it.
the problem with your logic there. I already used the example of me doing the same thing, but with a football game. I still wouldn't do it. Just because I love football doesn't mean I give two rats' asses about taking over an avatar and watching a football game. I'd rather either go to the game or sit my ass on the couch and just watch the game.
I feel like you would do it.
Heck no. Take over an avatar. That's one more thing I got to pay attention to instead of watching the game. No.
You never know. You never know.
No, I know. No,
you
I
never know till you try.
I know. Okay, so let's move on to the actual topic of our.
And here comes the hot pot, old buddy.
Let's move on to the actual topic of the show today, which is the top 5 things that suck about streaming, essentially, right? The 5 worst things about streaming. I'm gonna go ahead and start off because I'm already in like a controversial, everyone disagrees with me mood, so I'm just gonna keep going with it, which is fine. I tend to find myself on the end that doesn't have a lot of support a lot of the times. So my number 5, we're going from 5 to 1, you guys. 5 being not as bad as 1. Okay, it's getting progressively worse. The 5th worst thing about streaming to me: female streamers. Now let me clarify. It's not that I have an issue with females. It's that I have an issue not with this female that you see in my screen here who's enjoying some nice virtual reality. It's not her I have an issue with. It's her. The fake-ass looking cheerleader who's taking advantage of how she looks because she knows that the platform in which she's engaging in is primarily young men. Yes. And she knows they're going to pay her money. I do not have a problem with female gamers. I have a problem with female gamers who take advantage of the platform. To be fair, I also kind of respect it as a business decision because, listen, if the market's there, you take advantage of it. But it still sucks for streamers, and that's the top 5 that we're doing here, because it takes away from the males who are trying to actually enjoy the gameplay or, you know, trying to connect with other people. And females do that too. But I'm just saying there's this population group on Twitch that's literally just females, attractive, semi-attractive, not attractive. You can define that how you want, doing a bunch of random shit and getting so many subscribers and views, and it rubs me wrong. It pisses me off, to be honest with you. It just does. And it just does. It makes me...
So let me add on to this. So you pretty much took mine on this, but I was going to go a little bit more in depth with it. I was more thinking about, like, how they present themselves on there.
Right.
My thing is, I'm the same with you. I love female streamers. They're fine. They're, as long as they're female gamers actually doing the gameplay. But what I hate is the fact that there's some that will go in there. The boobies are out, you know, like there's cleavage showing, or like, oh, they have like this sexual toned voice or whatever, like a porno voice or whatever.
Yep.
And like, okay, they somebody gives them bits or whatever, some money, and oh my god, thank you.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
That's what I don't like. I don't like female streamers that do that stuff. That's where I want to go in depth. That's my number 5.
It's a very specific group we're talking about. We are not generalizing females.
Yeah, no, we're not saying all females. We're just saying,
take this out of context.
there's some others out there that are just sexualizing themselves to get their views, get their money, get their subs.
Yep.
And I respect it also because, okay,
they're playing the game.
That's going to get you your subs and your followers and all that. Then by all means, I'm going to do it.
I can both simultaneously respect what someone is doing in terms of their success level and hate what they're doing because it.
But I also hate it as well because we're male gamers trying to make a living from this stuff as well. And we can't do it. We don't get the viewers. We don't get the subs because we're not showing our body parts. A guy can't just go on stream and whip his stuff out. And then it's like, oh my God, there's like 1 million people. No, that's not the way.
It's not going to get the same amount of people, guys.
But a female can go on there and, you know, have a little bit of cleavage shown and then it's game over.
Like, and that's it. And then there's 10,000 views. It's annoying as hell.
Oh my God. Was
that your number 5?
That is my number 5. It was actually.
Oh
And you
shoot.
took
Okay.
it right
We
from
do
me
not know
because
what each other's 5 are, by the way.
we do not. We do not
That
at all.
and hear me. That line right there is exactly why chat is blacked out for stupid stuff like that, man. I don't want that on the video, but I do want, for some reason people like. Oh God, see exactly. Okay, so let's go to number 4, man. Let's go to number 4. For me,
Oh my
number 4
God.
is slow growth. Twitch, just like basically every other medium, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, it's all saturated now, right? So someone, when they're entering streaming, I think a lot of people enter fair-minded, saying, hey, I'm not going to be the next Co-Carnage or the next Tatman or whatever the people like, the Tim Tatman guy.
Tim the Tatman
That's
or
the one.
Ninja.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or Ninja. Yeah, Ninja. I think a lot of people actually do it reasonably well when they say, hey, you know what, this is going to take a while. I'm not going to have as many views. It just kind of is what it is. It's saturated. I think a lot of people are fair, but I don't think they really know how slow the growth is. You have no idea how slow the growth is. This snail is faster than your Twitch growth. This one right here. This guy's like Usain Bolt compared to you and your Twitch growth.
Yep.
And again, unless you're flashing some cleavage or doing something like ridiculous, or you're like an esports pro, people just generally are going to hop on and hop off and transition from streamer to streamer, and they're not going to stick around long enough, and it sucks. So that's my number 4. Slow as a snail, baby.
4. My number 4 is pretty much is you see that you have people on your stream, you have viewers, and nobody's talking.
Don't do that.
Nobody. In the stream, you want them to conversate with you.
So lurkers is your number 4, basically?
I don't mind lurkers when it's your general friends that you already know that said they're gonna lurk for you. You get me?
Right.
Like if they already stated, hey, I'm gonna lurk for you, that's cool. You know that they're lurking for you. The fact that someone jumps in your stream,
right,
then immediately leaves like after 5 minutes, and you're sitting there
and
like,
they know nothing about you.
They didn't ask.
They didn't take the time. Yeah, they didn't take the time. Hey, why are you doing this?
Any time at all? They
What's your
didn't
name?
ask like, hey, what's going on? Nothing. My number 4, because I see it a lot of times in my stream, and I really wish for people to talk more.
I do want to clarify though. I don't. Some people like my favorite streamer. The only popular streamer I watch, there's only one, because I actually typically prefer smaller streamers because I think that it's more intimate and they're actually engaging with what you say in chat, and I love that as a viewer. So I am a chatter. I like to chat. But there is a population of people who just like to watch, and I do that when I watch Co. I never interact with them because there's just so many people chatting. But other than him, I'm really, really big on engaging in conversation. Nevertheless, like I said, there are people who just don't want to talk, and we don't want to force them to or make them feel like they have to.
No, definitely not. I don't want to force anyone. I just want to state that I wouldn't mind people talking,
Right.
Because then it's like people are like, oh, well, you're not talking on stream. Well, how am I supposed to talk?
What do you want me to talk about? Talk
talk
about the
to?
game, and that's it.
Yeah, like there's not much you could really do.
Nope.
You're just pretty much explaining your game that you're playing, and that's it. If other people are conversating with you, then you have something to conversate about.
Yep. Razor Boy says, I've noticed sometimes when streaming, 8 viewers will pop up at the same time and leave at exactly the same time. I wonder if they are bots. They might be bots. And they might just be like raids and freaking I actually am like one of the few people who don't like raids. Oh, hi. Dump of 15 to 50 people who just arrived at my stream. Listen, it's good to see you, but I'm focused over here. If you want to stay, that's great, but I know like 85% of you are bouncing. And so I don't really feel the need to like. Maybe that's bad business of me. I should try to encourage them to stay.
And again, that's exactly what
I just don't want to feel like I have to advertise to everybody that I talk to.
Maybe it's like, they expect you to be like, oh, hey, yeah, you should definitely stick around. Let's conversate. Maybe if you did engage with them, maybe some of them would stay. Maybe 50% would leave and 50% wouldn't. You just never know.
Hear Me says we met some cool people from raids. That's true. Like Aladdin, also true. Aladdin is very cool. I'm not saying that's why the other 15% or the 85% I just said. I mean, they're great. They'll stay. It's awesome. Okay, let's move on to number 3. So this is the third worst thing about streaming for me. Dollar bills, y'all. So if you want to stream and have anything like, even the camera I got going on right now isn't great, right? Even the setup I got going on right now isn't what would be considered like a higher end setup. But this is probably, I don't know, over $3,000 worth of stuff that I'm using, and this isn't even what would be considered elite, right? Who? Not a lot of people, especially people who love gaming, have $3,000 lying around to be like, oh yeah, let me go invest in this, and then also not make my money back for a really long time. So, money, dollar bills, y'all. That's my third worst thing about streaming, is it has to be so freaking expensive. Stupid.
Streaming is expensive. Let me clarify on yours. Your setup is actually pretty dope. I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, good.
Because if you're looking at me now, you see my stream. I have my camera, and my only mic is this headset that I'm wearing right now.
Right.
That's all I got. It's a camera, a mic, my 2 monitors, keyboard, and my mouse. You know, it's nothing great at all.
Right. But it costs money. It costs money to make it that way. That's the thing.
It's a lot of money, yeah. And it's a lot of money, and the whole point is, so that's like my number 3.
Oh, it is? Okay, so to me, there's actually a paradox with the finances. So people who typically have time to stream, right, they aren't working a lot and making a lot of money, right? So if it costs a lot of money to stream, but I don't have the money, but I have the time to stream, then how do you make those two line up? Because you have to both have the equipment and the time to grow.
Yep.
And I hear this all the time. You have to have enough time. You have to have a schedule. You have to have this. You have to have that, in terms of like amount of hours spent streaming live. Well, okay.
Yep.
I need the money to do it first. Those two just don't go together. It's a paradox. It's an oxymoron.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Thank you, Hear Me. I totally forgot to do that.
Definitely my thing is the fact that
Excellent.
money from streams, the only money received are family and friends, like close friends that I know personally, you know. Like I don't receive money from my streams at all.
Right.
That's my thing, is the fact that it's just my family that's been supporting me in this.
In terms of like views and stuff?
In terms of views, in terms of bits, in terms of subs, in terms of everything. It's just been my family. That's pretty much it. And let me
surprised you
remind
got
you,
family. I don't have any family.
let me tell
boy.
you, I've been doing this for about 5 years.
You've been streaming for 5 years?
I've been streaming for 5 years since I got my PlayStation 4. Since the
Wow.
PS4 came out, I've been streaming.
I had no idea.
And I just now hit affiliate with you. Like, thanks to you.
Oh, well.
That's why, to me, you guys were a huge support system for me. You guys boosted everything for me. Legit. When I reached affiliate, I wanted to cry. And I wanted to cry in front of you guys because I know you guys did a big help number of this. So I didn't have no support back when I first started this. My family wasn't supporting me because no one had the technology to do so. Because I was working myself. And the PlayStation 4 was the only thing I got, and that's the only way I could stream.
Right.
Didn't have a camera. Eventually, I got the PlayStation camera, and I kept streaming with the PlayStation camera.
Damn, dude.
There, like, much built up. Like, this computer was bought by my roommates, who are my brothers as well. They bought this for me as a Christmas birthday present for me.
Jeez, man.
So they even asked me, they're like, are you going to want it for gaming? Or are you going to want it for gaming and streaming? I'm like, well, I'd really like to keep my streaming going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like it to be for gaming and streaming. And they got me pretty much nothing too hardcore, but it's 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 enough to keep me to game and stream. So that's why, like you, I know you said you have no family. In reality, you do. With me, you can definitely count me
That's what
as a
Razor
brother.
Boy said.
You definitely count me as a brother
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know, like I'm here for everyone in the Motivation Militia. As you know, I think I've jumped in about everyone's stream, I believe.
You have, yeah. You've been pretty much everywhere. And see.
And
Can I just pause you for a second, Tonic? This story
yeah,
is
yeah, go
is
for it.
the reason why my number 5 was my number 5. It wasn't to segregate men and women streamers. It was to say there are a lot of great people out there like Tonic that are like taking their time and working their ass off, who really enjoy this and who really care about people, who I think deserve more time than Miss Titty McTit. And it really does bother me. It really does bother me, which is why I spend so much time watching smaller streamers than larger streamers. There's so many good
I've
people
got
out
news
there.
for you. You are mine now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You belong to me.
Well, I'm thank you so much, King Clutch, for the resub. I'm so sorry that the notification came up behind my face. I will have to fix that going forward. But thank you so much.
So that's my thing. Like, I'm huge in supporting everyone in the group, especially because you guys were big.
Excellent.
Right.
Like, so you guys are like
I've
a
got
main
news for
priority to
you.
me.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
With me because
Excellent.
back in
Thank you
school.
so
I'm
much,
in
Razor Boy.
college. In college, I am full-time. I work about, I don't know, 50 to 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I come home, got homework and stuff to do. And somehow I still manage to pull off at least a 1 hour stream for everyone.
You stream a ton, man.
And while I'm streaming, I have everyone popped up on my other screen or whatever. But I'll let everyone know. Yeah, I'll let everyone know. Hey, I'm here. I'm supporting. Probably not talking because I'm also streaming.
Right,
but I'm still doing it.
Right. Which is more than what other people are doing.
Right. So that's pretty much say that was pretty much. I don't know.
Well, I'm really happy to have you in the Motivation Militia, and we got to get you a better setup, man. You deserve it. You deserve a much better setup.
I'm glad that you invited me. To be honest with you,
we got to get some of the Titty McTit to throw you some money or something because you deserve it.
When you first brought me on, I didn't even know what to think, and then I was like, oh shit, all right, this guy's super awesome, and he's trying to help me out, and I ended up joining with you. I don't know how far back now. And it's been amazing the whole time.
It's just the beginning, man. We just got to get it.
Yeah.
Hear me. I changed it, so it shouldn't say that. I changed it. Razor Boy says you can't even make money till you get affiliated, which is, I mean, I don't want to say it's ridiculous, but it's. I wonder what the reasoning is for that. I haven't really looked into it. I'm not really sure.
Well, actually, you can make money.
Isn't it just donations though?
You can do donations. Yeah,
just donations.
That still counts as something, as money coming to you.
Yeah. In fact, I still haven't made a single dime, I think, from subs because you have to get like $100 worth first or something. There's some rule before you can actually collect on it.
When you hit affiliate, you have to make $100 in any kind of money. It could be bits, subs, anything, donations, whatever. So, what sucks is once you reach $100, that's when they put that in your bank account, and that's about it. You gotta make that money first.
Yeah. And I don't want to spend too much time on it because I want to move on to number 2 and number 1. But you have to make. I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Streamers have to make some type of income. It does not have to be a lot. Because you should be doing this for the right reasons, which is because you love gaming, and in my case, because I love gaming, and I actually work with gamers on their mental and physical health through my legalized business. But you have to make some type of income because you have to be able to grow what you're doing and make it better for the people, and there's not always that availability in your budget. My bills are coming before this, and that's just how it works for everybody, right? So yeah,
Clutch came in here and dropped a sub as well.
did
I'm
he?
sorry.
Classic
I'm
Clutch,
sorry.
man. Clutch is
Thank
all
you.
about the
Thank
small.
you,
He's one of
Clutch.
the. Have you
Thank
seen
you.
Clutch, Tonic? If you guys have not seen Clutch, anybody who's
Yeah,
watching this,
I
go
have.
follow Clutch. He's a blackout king, man. Like literally, like
Clutch is he
play on
definitely
words. He's
is
King Clutch.
amazing at blackout, and he needs
He's
to
amazing,
jump
dude.
on. He needs to jump on PC so we can game.
No,
and then he can flip
don't
it
fall
there.
into that PC first person shooter trap, Clutch. Don't do it, man.
You
Shooters are
need
the
to
one thing
jump
I
on
won't
that
do on
PC with
PC,
the
bro.
Clutch. I hear you.
Damn. All right, let's move on to number 2, Bud, 'cause I want to get to Kingdom
Okay.
Hearts here. I'm freaking. I've
Let's
been
do
waiting
it.
10 years for this. So my number 2 is gonna be fake people and support. So I think you've already somewhat done this one, Tonic. But the second
Ooh,
worst thing about being a streamer, because we're doing the top 5 things that suck about being a streamer, is the fake ass people. Yep, I said it. You, well, not you. Hopefully not you if you're watching this. But you who's not watching this that said you were probably going to watch it and you're not here. You're a fake ass supporter. And I'm not saying you have to be there every single time because you don't. And that's obviously ridiculous. But those who only use my Discord, for example, to post when you're going live, you annoy me. And I hate you.
Yeah.
Like, just don't be in my Discord. That's totally fine. I'm not saying you have to support me or what I'm trying to do, or you don't even have to like my personality. I tend to be rather brash. But don't pretend that you're about that. Right? Don't show up and just use the Discord and tweet every now and then so that, you know, I'll tell people about you or whatever. Like, don't use people. If you're going to support somebody, really support somebody and try to be there. And if I'm not doing that for somebody in my community, I would want them to tell me, like, anybody who's watching this right now, if you're in the Motivation Militia and I'm not watching enough or it's bothering you or I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Don't be a dick about it, but tell me. Like, I would rather you be authentic about it.
Let me stop you there as well. Like, I personally wouldn't say that to you. Like, I wouldn't call you that because I know you're extremely busy.
Right.
When I stream, it's earlier because you're back pretty much. You're a little back in time from me. You're an hour behind.
That's right. You're Eastern time, Central Standard here.
So the thing is, I don't even blame you for that. Like, I don't blame other people's because some people are 6 hours ahead of us and whatnot. So
Right.
it's like,
Like,
I completely understand it sometimes, but then again, I do get your point. Like,
it's the pretenders, not the non-showers that bother me.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
pretty,
Not here.
It's pretty annoying when someone says, "Oh, I'll definitely be there," and then no one shows up.
It's the
I
worst.
definitely see that.
Just be authentic. Hey, man, you know what?
Absolutely.
I don't think like Jack, right? Do you remember Jack? He started on YouTube, he came into our community, and then he
Okay.
bounced from the Discord. So he messaged me on Discord. He actually left our Discord because he said, "Hey, this just isn't what I'm looking for right now." Jack and I are still friends on Twitter, and he's still a part of the Motivation Militia. But the Discord, he just didn't have the time to be in all of them, and what we were doing in our Discord wasn't what he needed, and so he left. And that's totally fine. Like, I don't care. At least he was honest, and he said, "Hey, this isn't what I need. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, but I still support what you're doing."
Right.
That's great. Like, I'm totally fine with that. So that's my number 2. I want to get to numero uno so I can move on to Kingdom Hearts. What was your number 2? I'm sorry, Tonic. Did you give your number 2?
I did actually. My number 2 was also the fake people, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
you kind of you're like
Excellent.
stealing my thunder here. I feel like you just read my mind on everything here.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page, man. I'm good with that.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much it's hard to really argue with you, but I do know some things where I can argue the fact that I understand, So
I'd love to
go
argue.
for it. What's your number 1?
So my number 1,
And here comes the hard part, old buddy.
serious conversation now. My numero uno is the mental health and the externalization of self-worth that comes from streaming. And what I mean by that is I cannot tell you the amount of people who dictate their worth based on how many people are watching them.
Oh,
And it's sick. It's sick. I literally would put it in the tens of thousands, if not more. Thank you so much for the cheer. I really do appreciate it. But this is literally like a mini epidemic. You have people who start off by loving gaming, and they want to share that love with other people, but then they, instead of keeping their eyes on the screen or the game, their eyes are always on the view count. And it's sick. And you go to bed hating video games, and you go to bed hating the community, and you go to bed hating yourself because people don't want to watch you, and you think that defines you. and that's a bunch of garbage. But
And,
hold on, one more thing. I'm a therapist. It's my
Uh,
job to be mentally healthy, and even I fell into that trap.
yeah, I was just about to say that. You did fall into it. I remember this. This was earlier.
Yep.
I remember. You did talk to me a little bit about it, and I think I've told you before. Everyone needs someone.
Yep.
Everyone. You could be the happiest mental person I know. Everyone needs someone because you may be a therapist for it, but even you need someone, and that's
true.
what I felt like I did for you. I legit told you, hey man, you can't be worried about that stuff. You
Yeah.
just do
Tonic
what you
was
love
there
to
that
be
day
doing,
on
and you just
Instagram.
keep
That dude was
going.
direct messaging me throughout
Yep.
the whole thing, man.
Because it's true. It's
Yep.
like everyone needs someone. And I agree with you on this. I believe people shouldn't worry about viewer count. I believe people shouldn't worry about bits and all that. That's why for me, I don't really care. If it is my family that supported me through this,
Right.
then I understand. That's fine with me,
Right.
Like it's cool. But if I have other people, that's also awesome. But I don't want to see anybody fall down to get this many viewers, so I'm just gonna go cry to bed or some shit. Like no,
It's
don't
sad.
do that.
It's sick.
Come if you guys really feel that bad about it, come talk to me because I'm gonna help.
That's
I'm not gonna
that's
be
what
like,
our community is for, man. Like, hey, I'm
Yep.
really struggling here. We literally have a My Challenge section in our Discord. We have a gamer mental health section in our Discord, and that
Yep.
is literally why it is there. Like, I am struggling, help, reach out. Do it in the right way.
Which-
Don't go to the general section of the Discord.
which
Go to
is
the gamer
fine
mental
with
health.
me. And that's also why I have posted my Instagram on our page as well, because hey, some people probably have something super personal they want to talk about.
Right.
They can come right into my Instagram DMs and they can just message me.
Mhm.
I will message you back on Instagram. I will message you on
Mhm.
Discord, whatever. Just come talk to us.
Yep.
Like we're not here to scare you away or judge you on any of that. We're here to support you and help you through it.
Mhm.
And that's
Preach,
that's,
brother, preach.
That's pretty much how I feel on it.
Preach.
One though, right? The mental.
Is that your
health.
number one?
It was, but not really. Number one was different, and I'm trying to think of it now because I went so in depth into that mental that I like lost everything.
Yeah.
Trying to think here. Nope. I don't. I can't even remember.
That's okay.
We're just gonna say it was the mental thing.
That's
We're just
okay.
gonna say it was the mental.
I'm gonna open it up for 4 minutes for the last section of our. And by the way, I just put my Discord into chat. If you want to join, you do not have to join, but if you want to, it's there in chat. I'm gonna spend the next 4 minutes on follower forum, which at the end of each show, each push to talk, and we do this weekly. We have a section for followers to ask questions, anything, and we'll answer anything. What's your favorite? We've done what's your favorite food. What was the best gift you gave on Christmas? We've done like all sorts of stuff. It could be serious, fun, whatever. So I'm gonna open it up to anybody in chat to ask any question for the next 4 minutes, and then I am moving on to Kingdom Hearts because I cannot wait any longer. I've waited 10 years.
I can't wait for you to start it. I did start mine some, so
Thank you for not spoiling, by the way.
Yep, no,
Hear
I
me
never
wanted to
do.
spoil like all week. This dude was like, "Guess what I'm doing?" And I'm like,
No, because I've only done a little bit, so I don't even want it to be
Don't
spoiled.
do that.
So I'll probably be watching your stream while you do this. But if you reach a certain part where I'm not at, I'm probably gonna cut you off.
Yeah,
Not even
no,
gonna
that's
lie.
fine. I understand. I totally understand.
Yeah. So I'm like, game, and I haven't had the time to even do it. I wanted to come home and do it today, but I had to do my oil change on my car
I got you.
because priorities, So
Any questions?
waiting, and that's it.
Any questions? 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. I'll answer anything you ask. Hear me goes, I won't let you get farther than me. Yeah, it's fine. I'm probably not going to catch you at this point. Tell us something totally random about you. I tried to play guitar for like 3 years, and I could play really basic songs like Hey There Delilah and stuff like that. And then I totally gave it up. It was hell. My fingers hurt, and I'm
Yep.
not exactly musically inclined. I said to myself, I would rather spend 2 hours in the gym than 2 hours sitting on this couch practicing this guitar and ripping my fingers apart.
Hey,
So I
well,
stopped.
you at least tried it. I can't play any musical instrument.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at musical instruments. Let me tell you, I did try to start a band once.
Did you really?
I did. Like way back in my day, I tried to start a band as a singer screamer because
A
that's
singer screamer like screamo?
called music. Yeah,
No
Yeah.
way. Can you hit us with a little something something?
you guys with a little something. It's been like forever since I've done that. I only do that in my car, and that's about it.
That's
Or
fine.
in the shower.
You probably
you
need a
know?
certain mic for that too anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
think
I don't know if
wanna
your
do it
mic's gonna be able to
because-
pick that
yeah,
one up,
no.
baby. I think
I
that might be a
I
little
don't-
too strong.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
probably not.
What's your favorite? What's my favorite song? I don't know if I have a favorite song ever.
That's tough.
I will say "Lose Yourself" by Eminem is up there. Damn.
I got one for you. Are you more rap? Are you more rock?
I
What
am.
is your
I am more hip hop. So my brother was actually a rapper. He got like a really small. I don't want to, make people think he like blew up. He got a really small record label deal when he was in college, but my mom said you have to finish college before you can go pursue that, and so he ended up finishing college like a lot later and decided he didn't want to do it anymore. But there was once upon a time
okay.
he was really lyrically inclined. His voice was garbage as is mine, but his lyrics were amazing. He could have been a ghostwriter. So hip hop for me is probably my number one genre.
Okay.
Not
okay.
rap. Not rap. There's a difference.
Razor Boy says he's a Viking metal guy when at the gym.
Viking metal. What is Viking? Is that one
That's
like
probably
genre?
like
Viking metal, is that one genre?
That's probably like super hardcore metal, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably something crazy.
Like
to be honest.
Disturbed, does that count? I like Disturbed.
That would count. Disturbed's really good
I
though.
like Disturbed. I have
And
some
if you
rock
haven't heard
songs,
the
Papa Roach. And...
one cover that they did of the what is it?
I have no idea.
I think it's the Sounds of Silence or something like that. I think I don't remember what it's called.
Hear Me goes, I listen to Christian worship music.
I can
He
already
does.
tell that's a lie.
Bro, he's all about that Jesus. He is all
No,
about that Jesus, which is great.
no.
Good for you, man.
Excellent.
Good for you. Rock it. And then Hear Me goes country music too. Razor Boy. Oh, it's industrial. That's interesting. That is interesting. Sometimes I listen to motivational speeches when I work out. It's a weird thing I have. Maybe
Oh,
it's not
yeah?
weird. Yeah. I'll get like motivational speeches from YouTube.
Well, then again,
I'll just
you're a
download them.
motivational guy, you know.
Yeah.
You're a very motivational guy, so
It's just
that's
like, when you
probably
eat
the
garbage in, garbage out, same as I call it a mental diet. So what you're consuming on a daily basis influences the way you see yourself, others,
Yeah.
and the world. So if my mental diet is garbage, the way I see the world, myself, and others is going to be garbage. It's pretty
Yep.
simple idea. So, okay, I'm going to switch over, Tonic, because I can't take it anymore. I can't
That's
take
all
it anymore. I
good.
have to play
That's
Kingdom
all
Hearts
good.
3.
I'll
So
probably play a little something too. I'm not too sure, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna have your stream up. I'm not sure at all.
Totally
If
fine,
I
man.
do play something, it'll be on the stream. If not, then probably not.
Okay, totally fine. Guys, I'm going to get off stream here for a second and rearrange my setup here. So it's going to say that I've gone off stream, that I'm not live anymore, but I'm going to be going live again in like 5 minutes max. So
man.
don't go anywhere. I will be live again in 1 second. Thank you all for coming. Tonic, thank you for guest appearing. We will
Thank
be
you for
doing
having
this.
me, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. We'll be doing this again next week. Usually we do it on Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's usually myself and Captain Oof. But because of the Super Bowl here in the States, it threw everything off. So that's why we're doing it right now. But you can catch this usually on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to bounce. I will see you guys in 5 minutes.